Roth and Kiyoshi is going all out.
This world shall know pain.
What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter of Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, chapter 56, and we finally got the conclusion between the battle of Astaroth and your boy Kiyoshi, which is insane. This battle was amazing, yo. Some of the best parts of this arc, and to see it come to a close, man, it's sad to see, man. It's really sad to see because I like both characters, Kiyoshi as well as Roth. Now, as far as I know, it hasn't been any announcements about Kiyoshi ending, so it looked like we probably will be moving on to the next arc. If it has been an announcement and maybe I missed it, let me know in the comment section below. But as far as I know, there hasn't been. Also, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. So let's get into it. So you have it where Kiyoshi and Roth, they're both charging up their blasts to shoot at one another. They're putting all of their energy into these last attacks of theirs. You have it where Akari, she's actually watching and she's praying for Kiyoshi's victory. And then you have it where both of them go to charge one another. Of course, Kiyoshi is saying, "I'm going to exercise the hell out of you." I really like his catchphrase. I don't know why. It's growing on me. I like when he says it now. I'm looking forward to seeing it when he's fighting against a strong opponent, especially. But you got it where Roth is saying, "Come at me, Kiyoshi. I'll give this my everything too." And you see that he's putting everything into his attack. And you got it where he says, "I drive my wickedness, my evilness, my most loving strike straight into you." And you got it where both of them clash into one another. It's a big explosion. But then Roth, he begins to think to himself like, "Yo, this is it. This is really it. My every cell is trembling with joy and fear. The fear of death, the drive to live. They're telling me I have to win. I'm nearly there. I'm close, so close, so close. This is it." And then it seems as if he just experienced the ultimate form of ecstasy. It actually says it in the bubbles surrounding him. And he says, "I have arrived. Yes." And it almost seems as if he's, you know what it looks like. But then you got it where he starts pushing Kiyoshi back and he says, "I got there first." And you got it where Kiyoshi's like, man, he's even stronger now. And he's like shouting and he's looking all crazy and stuff, saying like, "I win, I got this, it's my battle." And then you have it where Kiyoshi is thinking about all his friends, every single person that helped him get to the point that where he is right now. Every single person he's thinking about. And you have it where Kiyoshi starts to stand his ground. And I don't know why, but for me, this really reminded me of Gohan when he faced off against Cell and how he was being pushed back. He was being pushed back. And then it was that one moment where he gathered all his strength, due to Vegeta stepping in, of course. But he gathered all his strength and he started walking forward with his blast aimed at Cell. This is the vibes that this gives me, because you have it where Kiyoshi starts to step forward and Roth is like, "Yo, he's what? To come this far and still be able to push me, to keep on pushing me back." And you got it where they're face to face with their blasters colliding, and you got both of them looking at one another all bloodied up. And then it kind of does this thing where, where they kind of go into like this fight spirit realm where they're able to talk with one another. And you got it where Roth says, "That was incredible. At the very end, we truly became one." It's in trading blows that you really get to know a guy. Your courage, your confidence, your anxiety, your regret, and your fear of demons. But what surprised me the most about you, Kiyoshi, was your compassion. If I was to beg for my life right now, would you spare me? You have it where Kiyoshi has this dumb look on his face, and Roth starts laughing. He says, "That's what's so great about you, Kiyoshi. To a demon, such compassion is sickening, is frail, feeding, and flimsy. But even more than that, it is noble, dazzling, and strong, and beautiful. That's why demons are so fond of human souls." Then you have it where Roth continues to say, "You're willing to show compassion even to a great demon lord is especially lovely. Maybe that's what drew me to you." And he says, "Thank you for accepting all of me. You saved me. And now one final embrace." And then you have it where he's going for a hug. And of course, Kiyoshi's like, "Nah, I don't want that hug. I don't need it." And then he says, "Nah, man, thank you, Kiyoshi, thank you." And then Kiyoshi says, "Kiyoshi, I have one final request. Please don't forget me." And Kiyoshi says, "Sure." Then you have it where, Kiyoshi goes to say, I won't ever forget about you, Roth. Next thing you know, he exercises Roth, and I was like, yo, I didn't want him to be finished off because I thought he was such a dope character, man. For the fact that he actually got taken out like this, I don't know, I'm a little mad. At the same time, I'm like, yo, damn, this was kind of a dope ass battle. So I don't really know how to feel right now. I don't know how to feel about it. I kind of feel like it should have been a little more. And I really want to know, like, I know he longed for a battle against a strong opponent, but did he truly want to die? Because he made that statement to Kiyoshi, like, yo, if I were to ask you for help, surely you would. So why wouldn't he ask him that? Did he not want to live with that shame? But he did go to explain why, you know what I'm saying, demons are so fond of the human soul, and that's because of their compassion towards other living things. But you have it where it seems as if the portal to the Black Parade is beginning to get smaller and smaller until it disappear. You got it where Akari, she's standing there behind, you know, Kiyoshi, as Kiyoshi looks at her and says, like, yo, we've won. And right after he says that, you see that he's completely exhausted. He begins to fall towards the ground, but, you know, she says, we did, and she grabs him and hugs him and says, thank you, Kiyoshi. And that's where the chapter ends. So one thing I want to know, with Roth being one of the great demons, like, will there be anyone stronger than him? Because they spoke about him as if he was the high and mighty. But I imagine if the series is going to continue, we're going to see one, you know, devils that, or demons that's even stronger than Roth. And will Kiyoshi be able to rise to the challenge, as well as the rest of the Exorcists? Because most of them seem to be pushed to the limits. No one seemed like they really still got more fight left, other than Timma. Timma seems like he's still got a little bit of fight left in him, but other than Timma, everyone else seems like they're completely exhausted. Now I'm very curious where Timma is right now, because remember, he said he had something he had to finish right quick, and he went off in a different direction. I was assuming that he was going to help your boy Kiyoshi against Roth, but I'm not sure where he is, and maybe that's something we're going to have to wait for in the next chapter. But all in all, I had a very great time with this battle against Roth. Like I said, I would have liked for the final moments of Roth to be a little more drawn out, but then again, this battle has been going on for quite some time. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this was a good fit in. I don't know how to feel about this, because I just really like Roth as a character. Like I said, he reminded me of the Joker. But let me know y'all thoughts down below, man. And if you like this video, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one, man. Peace.